Doug McCain here. You can follow me at DMac_LA. That's at DMac_LA. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and most importantly, give me all your takes right down below in the comment section. I want all your takes on today's topic right down below in the comment section. And for all the greatest Dodgers content in the game, head over to DodgersNation.com. Now here we are. It's June 7th, and Major League Baseball and the Players Association have yet to come to agreement. They're still at a stalemate, and this is going to be a monumental week for Major League Baseball. What happens in the next 7 days is going to have a ripple effect for years to come. And as of right now, a deal does not appear imminent. Yes, there's been a lot of posturing between the Major League Baseball Players Association and the owners, and what it comes down to is the Players Union is standing firm. They're saying, hey, we don't want to take any further pay cuts. We want that full pro rata salary. And then baseball saying, hey, we'll give you that full salary for 50 games. Yes, 50 games. That is how many games Major League Baseball is rumored to want to play this season. That will be roughly 31% of a standard 162 game season. Now, earlier in the week, Major League Baseball resoundingly rejected a 114 game proposed season by the Players Union. And after that, the wheels have fallen off this negotiation. It's very toxic. It's very contentious at the moment. It's so bad that the Players Union top negotiator, Bruce Meyer, he sent a heated response accusing Major League Baseball of employing a cynical tactic of depriving America of baseball games. And he also added that the league has done nothing to persuade the players that its financial claims are accurate, and warning that the union has no obligation to an expanded postseason if the league attempts to implement a schedule it picks on its own. So yes, there is language in that original agreement that was struck by the players and the owners back on March 26 that states that Rob Manfred has the authority to stage a 50 to 60 game season. Now, the players do have some leverage in all of this, and that lies in their right to reject the expanded postseason. That is what the owners are pushing for. They want that expanded postseason. They're looking at it as the cash cow this year, but the union's top negotiator, he came back and he said, look, the March 26 agreement contemplates a discussion of playing regular season games in October and calls for the league to use best efforts to play as many games as possible, and that the league's excuse for not doing so has no validity. So basically they're saying, hey, we're down to play 114 games and you're telling us no, we can only play 50, but owners are saying that the more games they play, the more money they would lose. So what a tragedy, right? Billionaires and centimillionaires losing money.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
This is serious.
I know. This really is the world's smallest violin. See?
And clubs are anticipating generating approximately $1.2 billion in regional sports network revenue in an 82-game season, but players' salaries at full proration would cost clubs approximately $2.1 billion. So check it out. You got 1.2, 2.1. That's about $900 million in losses. Shout out to math. And the league's also reporting that they expect to generate about $787 million in postseason media rights revenue. The issue is the players don't trust the owners. The players don't trust the owners because the owners have never opened up their books. So that's another issue that I have with the owners. For years they've said, hey, we're the second richest league in the world behind only the NFL, and now they're crying poor. Well, look, you have to look at this as a one-year unique situation, and then next year the golden goose will be back. The owners need to understand that. But look, the owners and the players, they're at a complete impasse right now. It doesn't look like they're even close to getting things resolved. I think the only thing left at this point is we got to go to Judge Judy. Judge Judy, she could have this negotiation knocked out in 30 minutes with commercials.
I think it's hopeful that we will have some Major League Baseball this summer.
Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining.
The losses for the owners could approach $4 billion.
Where's the money? It's not an answer. It's not an answer. It's not an answer.
Yeah, the economic effects are devastating, frankly, for the clubs.
Outrageous. Baloney. Liar. Baby. Dumb wise guys. Are you kidding me? Get over it.
Whenever there's a discussion about economics, publicly, people tend to characterize it as a fight.
This is a case of who's got the most attitude.
Ooh.
Who do you think has the most attitude?
I have great confidence that we'll reach an agreement with the Players Association.
Oh, please.
But despite all this bad blood between the owners and the players, I still see a deal getting made. There's too much to lose at this point, but a 50-game season? No, that is not it. We cannot take a 50-game season. Look, just look at Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler is a top 5 pitcher, maybe even a top 1, 2, or 3 pitcher. He might make his ascension and surpass Jacob deGrom this year. I have no idea Walker Buehler is that good. Walker Buehler this year would be making $186,265. Will Smith, Matt Beatty would be making $177,000. Gavin Lux, $174,000. Yes, that's a lot of money, but considering what these guys do, that is pennies on the dollar. And the other issue that I have is Major League Baseball squandered a major opportunity to dominate the professional sports landscape all throughout the summer. I don't see why the season hasn't started yet. I don't see why players haven't reported to spring training just yet. Look, I think the more important thing right now is trying to avoid the NFL, trying to avoid the NBA, the NHL as much as possible. Major League Baseball is big, but they had an opportunity to have the month of June and the entire month of July. It's about occupying as much real estate as you can, and that was there for the taking for Major League Baseball. So to me, the more pressing concern is, do you really want to go up against LeBron James and the Lakers in the playoffs or Zion Williamson's first playoff run? No, you do not want that. So hey, if you're going to have a 60, 70 game season, at least start it as early as possible. Look, I'm not a medical expert, but I think these teams should have been lobbying to get this season starting as quickly as they could. And based on everything I'm seeing right now, I don't see what's going to be different in July than it is right now. I mean, they had 3 long months to get this deal done, and it seems like we haven't made enough progress at this point, and they just need to get it together. Look, the players union, the owners, this whole soap opera that's been broadcasted through the media, this is not a time to be fighting Major League Baseball and the players union. They have to get a deal done. It is essential to the future of baseball. They need to find a way to play games this summer. Major League Baseball as a product needs it. But the last thing I want to say on this is, if you're Major League Baseball, you want this 50-game schedule, right? That's how many games you're willing to pay pro rata to your players. And I know you're going to spin it. Oh, 50 games. This is going to be great. The sense of urgency. 29 teams in the league have a chance to make the World Series. Sorry, come on, the Orioles. But the teams that are in it, the 29 teams, let's say the Yankees come out slow. Let's say the Dodgers struggle out of the gate. Do you really want to end up going against the NBA playoffs, the NFL regular season, college football with a ratings disaster matchup like the Rockies versus the Twins? This year more than ever, you need your biggest brands in the Fall Classic. You need to see teams like the Dodgers and the Yankees. Hey, a Dodgers-Astros rematch, that would move the needle from a rating standpoint. So you need it this year, and if you have a 50-game season, it is going to yield some strange results, and there's no way we can say that the best team in baseball won. Just look at the Nationals last year. They were 19-31 before they went on their run. It just does not suit baseball to have a shortened season. Hey, 82, I'll take it. I'd love to have 114 games. That, of course, is out of the window, unless you play triple headers or something crazy like that. But I don't see that happening. We can go on for days, but this is a massive week for Major League Baseball. But let me know down in the comments, how do you feel about this week? Will a deal get made between the players union and the owners? Let me know down below in the comments. And for all the greatest Dodgers content in the game, head over to DodgersNation.com.